So thank you, Nidhi. That was a wonderful panel. I just heard you speak at. I just wanted to know. I mean, from the years that you've spent with Marks and Spencers, what makes the community health and well-being so close to your heart?
So it is one of the principles of doing business. And if I take it back to the Plan A 2025 commitments that our CEO announced a few years back, so there are three commitments. One is around well-being. The second one is around communities, and it talks a lot about helping communities. And the third one is around planet. So I feel that the communities piece is a very integral part, and that's where it all begins. The workers who come to the factories, they also live in the communities. So if we have addressed the issues and if we have taken care of them in the communities, then it just makes it very easy in the factories.
And you were saying something that it's, these kind of programs are personal to you. Is there something in your background or history that brings that? Because there's a different kind of, yes, companies have commitments and you follow through, but there's a different kind of a light you have in your eyes when you talk about programs like this. So I'm guessing there's some story behind that.
Yeah, definitely. I think, well caught, yeah, it is very close to my heart. And the reason is that, I come from a family of four girls, and four of us were born for the want of a boy. I think it's a very familiar story in a lot of Indian households. And first girl was born, then second, and then third, and then fourth, and my parents gave up. And then my dad said that, okay, we don't want a boy, and I'm going to raise my girls as boys. And what he really meant by that was that I'm going to make them independent, I'm going to give them good education, and I'm going to raise them in a manner that when they grow up, they're able to rub shoulders with, like, any boys in the world. So at that point in time, I think I was really blessed, number one, that my dad thought that way. And fortunately, all my sisters are like doing reasonably well. And secondly, I think at that point in time, I did think that whenever I grow up and I am able to make a difference, I will make a difference. And I've been really fortunate that I've had the opportunity to come work with some great companies. And the real opportunity came when I started handling the Marks and Spencer India operations. So along with the business goals, sustainability and social responsibility is a very important goal,
Yeah.
both to the company and personally to myself.
Right. That's good to hear. I mean, we are right now in a platform which the United Nations Foundation and Tata Trust have set up so that private sector can come together and collaborate on the sustainable development goals, and health and well-being and gender equity being two of them, which you are addressing very directly through your programs. What would your message to private sector and apparel industry be?
Well, I think I would like to start by saying that treat these programs as a part of doing business. Don't treat them separately to doing business. And I think the moment we have that change in mindset or the change in thinking, the job becomes a lot more easier. And that is what my, that is what my guidance or advice number one is going to be. Secondly is that when we do something good and we see good results, share it.
Yeah.
Share it with the wider community. There is much more fun in saying that we collaborated with 10 different companies and we have impacted the lives of 10x people,
Right.
rather than saying that we did this project on our own and we've only impacted X amount of lives. So to me, I think collaboration is very important, and these are very, very big problems, and we have to understand that they're much bigger than yourself, myself, or any company to tackle individually. So if we can collaborate, we can definitely look for much better results.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank you and your company and what you do within the company to encourage private sector and apparel industry, which is, sometimes, has good publicity but also bad publicity, but really pushing the needle on health and well-being, and not just for your supply chains, but also for your own employees, but also for community at large. And, and that's rare, and I really want to applaud you for it. Thank you
Thank you
for
so
talking.
much, and pleasure talking to you. Thank you.